Hey guys, the Commander Casual here, playing my Grixis Dragonstorm deck. The game I literally just tried to play, which is the game 2 that I'll post on my channel right now. We got like the ideal hand. We cast Dragonstorm on like turn 6, or we were about to, and everybody conceded. We didn't even get to actually do it. So while that was a little unsatisfying, um, it happened. So yeah. So we're gonna hopefully get a real game in this time. So our commander is Jeleva, Nephalia Scourge. So it just lets us cast extra instants and sorceries from everybody's library, but the ideally is from ours. Um, this deck was supposed to run Kess, Dissident Mage, as its general, and I'll be switching out Jeleva for Kess as soon as I can. But Kess isn't actually available on MTGO right now, not because she isn't available, but just because I couldn't find one, and have been monitoring it since, and still can't find one. So that'll change as soon as I can get a Kess. Um, we want a Phyrexian Arena on turn 3. So we're just going to play this Swamp and tap out so that we auto-yield. We're playing against Mayael the Anima, which is just about always like a big dumb Naya creatures. But don't get my interpretation of this deck wrong. I love Mayael the Anima. Super fun commander. But yeah, the deck's all about just dumping a bunch of big, scary creatures in the Naya colors. There's usually lots of angels and maybe Eldrazi, and then a bunch of cards that power 5 or greater usually matters for. Playing against Krenko, which I'm sure is Goblin Tribal, especially after the Dragon Fodder. And it's just mass goblins and then go wide on people. And then we're also playing against Vorel of the Hullclad. So this is going to be like a counters deck. I'm assuming it's going to be more of like a +1/+1 counters deck, but I'm sure they'll try and abuse other kinds of counter value. Oh my goodness. Dragon Fodder into Hordling Outburst. And then into Krenko next turn. That's a gross hand. I guess like turn 1 they could have had like a Raging Goblin or something. So they'd have 1 Goblin on turn 1, 2 Goblins on turn 2, or 3 rather, but 2 more Goblins on turn 2, 3 more Goblins on turn 3, Krenko on turn 4, and then turn 5 they can tap Krenko and double up their Goblins, which is terrifying, but we always have the Rift to save us if we can get up to that much mana. Also, we'll play a Phyrexian Arena next turn and start drawing extra cards. This guy had a land tax and played Emiria. This Emiria implies that this deck has a lot of white in it. It's going to have a lot of ramps, so I'm sure you can search up planes, but if it's got a lot of white in it, that probably means he's running a bunch of angels, which is honestly the stronger version of this deck. So I'm going to be a little wary of that. It's this guy. That's a cycler. Is he doing some... Oh no, it's just because it untaps stuff. I was like, is he playing a weird cycle deck? No, he's just... he just wants to double up on Vorel's ability. So he can use Vorel's ability, untap Vorel, and then use it again. Phyrexian Arena. This guy gets a trigger of land tax. How many does he... How does this work again? Beginning your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. If you do, shuffle your library. Okay, so he's going to go find some basics, put those in his hand, and then have to discard, I'm assuming, by his end step. Is it up to? Up to 3. Jeez. That card's really good. Go figure that lots of people run it. I thought it was 3, like, mandatory, so at least, like, if it was early game, he'd have to discard something. But he don't. This commander's out. He won't be able to use her for another while, though. Mayael's really good in the colors she is, because the colors give you access to all kinds of big, scary beasties. So I'll shrink this. But her ability basically gets around the typical card advantage that those 3 colors face, because you don't get to draw cards. So the green gives you ramp, so that keeps you covered for all the big stuff you're playing. But the red, white, and green usually suffer a lot from not being able to draw cards, so you kind of run out of steam in those decks. You don't carry that well into the late game. But the Mayael ability kind of gets around that, because you can look at the top 5 cards of your library and play a creature with power 5 or greater. So you can kind of, if you want to conserve what's in your hand, you can just use her ability instead of playing the stuff in your hand. Or you can play the stuff in your hand and then just use Mayael's ability when you have no other plays. So you always have something to do, at least with this deck, which makes it a fair bit stronger. And it runs, like, the deck is almost entirely, I guarantee, like 10 to 15 ramp spells or other ways to find lands. And then like 20 to 30 creatures with power 5 or greater, which makes up like 2/3 of the play, or the non-lands of the deck, and then the rest is just like utility stuff to make the rest work, or to combo with the rest. I'm gonna always yield to this. So we didn't have a mountain, but we do have Exotic Orchard, and this guy has red, so does he. So we do have access to all of our colors. I think we play Jaleva next turn. Or this turn. Can you just let this resolve? Wanna just auto yield to arena, please? If he doesn't, this is gonna be a long game. What did he do last turn? He just secured Tribe Elders. Okay. I guess that was probably last turn, and this turn he Vorelled. He doesn't have anything to Vorel yet. He doesn't have any counters to exploit. Oh, come on, guy. Come on. Come on. He didn't disconnect. Okay, we got there. Do we just play Rakdos Signet and pass? Play Rakdos Signet and Gutter Snipe? Play Rakdos Signet and Chaos Warp the Krenko? That sounds like a plan. Royd? Just because he's already... I mean, we'll start taking damage from him because he's spiteful then. But we kind of need to keep him in check, because we're going to need some time to get going anyway. Hopefully he doesn't get something grosser with this. Boggart Forager. Can make somebody shuffle their library. Interesting. That's going to counter our personal and mystical tutors, but... Oops. I didn't wanna target... No, I don't need caps. I didn't wanna target you, but Krenko is damn scary. Especially with that start. You had a choice. Yeah, so he's gonna... Yeah. This guy play a Giriper Orrery? Interesting. Well, you get to play 2 lands next turn. Okay, so I extra don't regret Krenko, although we're gonna get attacked here. Goblin Pile Driver. There's so many awesome alternate arts of this card. Here, one sec. There's like a hilarious shot of 4 alternate arts for it. Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, so now because we dealt with the threat on the table, we're gonna... Well, now you have gone off the gang. Sweet. Yeah, so this could be a quick game, because we made the right choice and now we're being spited for it. Now I'm less excited about the pile driver art. But this is the art I'm talking about, if this loads. Take your... Okay, you're taking too long. These. There's Delver, Jace, Blurrin, Lord of Atlantis, and Delver. Alright, not Delver, that's Delver. Snapcaster. Which are all blue cards, and this says Pro Blue, which I thought was awesome. Do either of you guys wanna repay my favor? I did this for all of us, and now I'm being punished for it. We can Rift. I think we just have to leave Rift up. I can destroy. We can destroy what? The artifact. That's it. Great. That's a start. Yeah, unfortunately, we just have to sit back right now. Call me if you want to be gone. I want it to be gone. Well, thank God we got that Rakdos signet, otherwise... And the other guy played the Orrery. Otherwise we'll probably be dead next turn. This guy seems like he plays a little vindictively, so I don't assume he's gonna split the damage up or anything. I'm sure he'll just... Like, by split the damage I mean like attack other people. I think he's just gonna attack me here. It's cool art. Gross art, but cool. He's just gonna replay Mayael. Doesn't want to make any enemies. Is he gonna counter him or something? Call me if you want it to be gone. I want it to be gone. So he's not destroying it then. So you're not gonna destroy the boots then. Yeah. I think Cyclonicus still bounces Pile Driver, even though he's got Pro Blue. Oh, right. Right. I thought the dude could only untap creatures, but he can untap permanents, so. I had forgotten. Yeah, you go ahead and play that. And we'll wait for combat. This is for you attacking me this turn. Indecision means yes. He is attacking me. Rainer, please kill Greaves. Boots. No, I don't trust him. I don't trust you now, Mr. Fizz. He's not to be trusted. Tricksy goblins. Even if this guy doesn't blow up the boots, we're still gonna... Actually, oh no, we can't press priority now. Yeah, whatever. He might spite me and not blow up the boots. I would kill boots before... Nope, okay. Why didn't you kill boots? Now he still gets them. I mean, he can still destroy them later, I suppose, but... Auto yield for some reason. Ugh. Dongle. Whatever. Alright. Dot. The period afterwards shows that I am irked. For I am irked. Deal with my irksomeness. Is that it? That's a word? Man, I don't know. It might be a word. We don't know. We don't need to know. Wickerbow Elder? Is it Wickerbow or Wickerbow? And his untappy dude. Yay, propaganda. Safety. And backup. And then more janky Dragonstorm. So we have 7. Do we want a Jaleva here? And propaganda? Yeah, it's propaganda. Just, you know, keep the goblins away from us. Red, black, blue, and whatever. What do we get? Rise of the Dark Realms. Pyretic Ritual and Cabal Ritual. Okay. I got their Nylea. I'll take that. Just a whole bunch of lands for that dude. And we got a Harrow. We could do that. I'm down. Deep Glow Skite, Lux Cannon, and Ancient Tomb. Interesting. The Rise is in here so that if our Dragonstorm, if we get to Dragonstorm and everything gets blown up, then we can Rise after that and get our crap back. Because you're pretty likely to get board wiped post Dragonstorm. And sometimes we might have to Dragonstorm post combat, so. Does this cast a copy or actually cast the spell? Cast an instant or sorcery card exiled. Okay. Does it go to my graveyard afterwards? That's another question. I don't think anybody has any creatures in graveyards yet. Because the only things that have... Oh, there's a Sakura Tribe Elder. We could Rise to the Dark Realms for Sakura Tribe Elder. No, I think we'll just attack, and if we are ready to try Mind's Desiring, we can do one of the rituals, and if not... we might just pop one of the rituals anyway, and like Knight's Whisper or something. Might as well save the Rise in case we need it later. Well, at least the Goblin player has now essentially wasted those 2 other spells, except he got in for a bunch of damage, but we're gonna call it wasted anyway. That propaganda is a godsend, though, not God save. Ghostbloom. Oh, and he's got an inexorable tide. That's the Wicker Bow. There's some serious work in this deck. I think if we... Oh, no, we'll Harrow next turn. Sorry. That's what we'll do if we don't have anything better. Oh, why are we drawing dragons? We don't want to draw dragons. That's not correct. You're good at Knight's Whispers. Take more damage and draw more cards. It's getting a little spooky. We're pretty low. No, we're drawing all of our dragons. I need a Winds of Change. That's what I need. Because that's why it's in the deck, so we can shuffle our hand away if it's full of dragons. So we take another turn to set up. Let's go to combat. And Harrow. Harrow. Sorry, bad joke. Oh, we're so attacking this goblin dude. Yes, we're using Jaleva's ability and cast the heck out of Harrow. So I grab 2 mountains? Yeah. Are they untapped too? They are. That's neat. Could potentially do a thing this turn. Good Mind's Desire. See if we hit something valuable. Kind of want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can probe at least. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna pay for probe. He's got the most. Let's have a look-see. Vandal Blast, Swift Boots, Reckless One, Pile Driver, Empty the Wardens. He's storming too. Boggart Forger, and a Blasphemous Act. Okay, so if we Dragonstorm, it's gonna get wiped. Got it. Now we draw Swamp. And let's desire some mines right now. Oh, Udvara. You poor soul. You're out of place and you're gonna get Vandal Blasted. Or, not Vandal Blasted. The other one. Blasphemous Act. There's a Dragonstorm. Well, at least we've got our Rise of the Dark Realms. Cast Rhystic Study. Look at our Tempest, too. Okay, well, at least we get to do some damage then. Too bad we have so many dragons in our freaking hand. And we already attacked. Oh, it just deals the 1, right? Now you're taking some freaking damage, jerkface. Because we're going to Dragonstorm you right in the mouth. Get the rest of our dragons out of our deck. What are you untapping? Don't ruin my stuff. If you ruin my things, I'll be mad. Ah. Well, whatever. We can get Scourge of Valkus. We can't even... The sad thing about casting this many Dragonstorms is we don't even have that many dragons. Even if we had, like, the 3 that are in our hand on the battlefield. Scourge of Valkus. You get to take 3. Thundermaw. You get to take 4. This just, yeah, whatever. And Kolagon. And we're just gonna have to fail to find. Because the rest of our dragons are in our hand. You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in there. Well, we got to Dragonstorm. We did the thing. And this guy's going to Blasphemous Act, which is okay. Because we can replay Jaleva, and then we can Eyes of the Dark Realms. Because I think you can still cast stuff that's been exiled with their other turns. Yeah, should be able to. This is a Dragonstorm deck, in case that wasn't obvious. I mean, if he doesn't Vandal Blast, like, we wreck house. I would have loved to Dragon Tempest and Scourge of Valkus' face like a billion times, but... I didn't destroy the Krenko because he's going to Blasphemous Act. Yes! Yay! Card draws. And that's why Mind's Desire is in here, so we can possibly hit Dragonstorm. Is this guy just not going to pay for any of this? I would love that. Let me draw more cards. He's not at all, and I'm loving it. Thank you, guy. Mayael's got some serious enchantment sub-themes going. I mean, it's pretty hard not to rationalize running Sterling Grove in anything that runs like more than 5 enchantments. Just because it's like, at worst it reads, pay a green, white, and a neutral. Tutor for an enchantment. Put it on top of your library. What? I'm sure he's running that. I'm sure he's got like a Warstorm Surge in there. What's the one that has Zendikar in the title? The picture's like of the Gatewatch and they're like on a ridge overlooking Zendikar. The one that doubles up all your mana. and lets you draw cards when you play creatures. Anyway, I'm sure that's in there. Is it Zendikar Resurgent? I think that's it. I don't know. Go on. Blasphemous act. Do it. Or try and politics me into not attacking you. Is he not? Blasphemous act's not an instant. It's a sorcery. Or is he just making another... Because there's no way it doesn't already cost like 1 to play. Oh, he's just doing it for the sake of. What's this going to say? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures now. Yes, we'll use Rhystic Study. I love these people. None of them pay for Rhystic Study. Bummer. I'm not that sad, because we have Rise of the Dark Realms under Jaleva, so we replay Jaleva and attack. I'm just really hoping we draw our Lightning Greaves now. And I'm really hoping this guy doesn't pay for any more Rhystic Studies. Yes! Okay, we need a Tutor or Lightning Greaves. Quit hitting me with lands in this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's gonna empty the ones, that's why. Yeah. Darn it. Come on, give me a Greaves. We've got any other card draws that this guy might give us with Rhystic Studies on Rhystic Study triggers, and then we've got our draw for our turn and our first arena draw. And we're still sitting pretty against this guy because we've got Propaganda. That generally does well against the... he's paying! You're not supposed to pay! Oh man, Lotus Bloom's real good in this deck, isn't it? Especially with an Exorable Tide. You're not supposed to pay. Well, I mean, you are supposed to pay, but not in this game. I don't want him to pay. I want to draw a bajillion cards. It's awesome that we got a Reliquary Tower, too. Because we can just drop that. We don't have to discard anything. Gilderbairn. Creepy Alfie. Is that how you say it? Or is it just Alf? Double the number of each kind of counter on target permanent. Okay, so it's just a non-legendary Vorel. Right? Yeah. Shifty's a 1-3 instead of a 1-4. Reliquary Tower. It's preordained. Bottom. Bottom. No! That's not a Lightning Greaves either. Oh, right. We get to play 2 lands. It's gonna cost 6, right? Cast Jaleva again. Got nothing to lose. We got no more, what are they? Dragons in our deck. What'd we get? Oh, no! Something we didn't want to get into that. And Snap. Did we get nothing from these guys again? Holy. Wait, it's only showing those. Oh no, we got a Goblin Rally. And Tooth and Nail, which is useless now, and a Genesis Wave, which is pretty useless. I hope we can still cast the things we've exiled previously. Exiled with it. It doesn't say, like, at times. Oh, I really hope that lets me cast Rise still. Really hope, but I have a feeling it's not going to let me. We can play Dragon Lord. Oh yeah, and then it gives us haste. Okay, we didn't need the Greaves. I was wrong. More like Dragon Lord Coolagon, even though you can't see what he looks like. No, you're attacking this guy. Mr. Fizz will face my wrath because I faced his wrath and I didn't like it. Yes. No, I knew it. No. Oh, that's bull. That's not how that card's worded. It just says cast a card exiled with it. Those were exiled with it. Do we have anything good to cast from our graveyard? We could tooth and nail and just go find some stuff. This is so tough. Come on, let me do it. Suppose I could just Music's Mastery the like Mind's Desire. Oh, but it doesn't get the storm triggers. Yeah. Oh, it does. We're pretty hosed though. Oh no, I should wait on the Sunbirds. What do we even get here? What can we win with? Oh, there's like nothing. There's like nothing we can win with. Oh, it's heartbreaking. I guess we just try to outvalue people. We can cast these afterwards. We have until the end of the turn, and I want a Sunbird's Invocation before casting the other two. I mean, I guess we just try and get there with the dragons we have. Do we not get a trigger? Oh, because it's not from our hand, that's why. Get rid of that and... I guess we just, yeah, we try and get there with Gutter Snipe and the dragons. That's how she goes. Or at least we can, like, we'll get extra combat phases with the Charger. We're not in terrible shape, but we're not at all in the shape I wanted to be in. Even though we got to resolve Dragonstorm. See, this is why I want Kess instead of Jaleva, because now I don't have to deal with the Jaleva crap. We have very few cards left in our library. Maybe we mill ourselves out, and that's just how the game goes. Don't pay. Let me draw. Yes! Dark Ritual. Neat. I wanted to keep the Swamp and the Cabal Coffers because we do get some value off of it if we play both of those. And we can still play 2 lands in a turn because of the Gear or Orrery, so... Oh, nice. I like that card. Yeah, let's use Rhystic Study. How much mana do we have next turn? We'll have a hard amount to calculate because of the Cabal Coffers, but I think we Gutter Snipe. Then we'll blow like all our rituals and everything we got. Get whatever we can with the Sunbirds, so we try and burn people down with Gutter Snipe, drop the dragons. We can Greaves up the Silumgar and attack and we'll give everything, or whoever the defending players will get -3/-3 to all their creatures. So shared animosity. Ugh. That could potentially do some very large damage, even us. Because if this guy attacks like all different players, oh no, that can't kill us, can it? Each other attacking creature that share a creature type. Okay, so he can only attack us with one creature, but it could do 8 damage. No, 7 damage. That's half our life total. I'm just about completely out of steam. It wouldn't let me cast Rise of the Dark Realms, which is my contingency. How do you spell contingency? Leave how to spell contingency in the comments if I spelt it wrong. Steven, I'm looking at you. Which is my contingency plan? If I get board wiped after storming. Yeah, he's gonna hit us with one of them. I guess they all have to attack anyway, don't they? So yeah, he's gonna pay the 2 so that we get attacked. Well, at least when we attack next turn, we can either snap something or we can make some goblins to block with. Even split. Sorry, Rainer and Crowell. Yeah, he didn't. He had to attack. So, and we've got the propaganda. Why are those targeted? Is it just a moto bug, I guess? And that's grayed out for some reason. I was gonna say, who are we waiting on here? But this guy's just deciding blocks. He just doesn't want to take. Oh, he's got full health. I'd just take the 14. It's or the 21. Like it sucks, but I don't know. That doesn't. I feel like his deck can combo way harder. So I think I'm gonna get a shared animosity for my 4-color zombie deck because it does have red, and shared animosity is just such a ridiculous card in any tribal deck. Yeah, that guy traded the Wayfarer, which makes sense. I'm trying to think of what we could tooth and nail before, but I think it's literally just like a Goblin Electromancer and Vorel. That'd be it. I think I'd rather just take the blockers just in case. Off the Goblin Rally, I mean. Now don't pay any Rhystic Study triggers this turn. Let me draw a whole bunch of cards so I can hopefully gutter snipe the crap out of people. That, actually, honestly, the shared animosity and the... Oh right, he traded his Hellkite too. The fact that he played that was actually great, because he was forced to attack these guys and brought their healths? Brought both of their health low, which is really convenient for me. I think I'm most worried about this Vorel deck. Just because it's got a lot of mana and the potential to blow up my propaganda. Gyre Sage. Why, yes, we will draw a card. Solemn, interesting. If we drew an Urborg, that'd be just peachy. Because we could play the Urborg and the Cabal Coffers and then just have a ridiculous amount of mana. Wrong order. What? Biomancer. Did he want to play the Biomancer, then play the Sage, so it would have gotten the 2 counters from the Biomancer? This deck's got some potential to be scary, but I don't think he's got time to get scary. I mean, doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, like, he's still gonna get a crap ton of mana out of this dude, and then can tap this guy, double up counters again. Oh yeah, so he's getting scary right now. I think he should have mastered first, then Gyre Saged, then championed. And then, I don't know if he's got another creature to play. If he does, it's going to be disgusting, because he gets to Inexorable Tide every time. And then Gilder Baron at the end. Like tap the Gyre Sage and Gilder Baron at the end. Double up everything. Then he's just got a massive board, and thank God none of it has haste. Altered Ego, yep. What's he going to copy? The dragon? Oh no, the dragon! And then he can pay. Oh no, we're dead. Oh, because these guys get haste if he copies the dragon. Maybe he copies one of his own things and isn't smart. Your own thing, 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 your own thing. Fuck! It's not his own thing. Oh no. So yeah, I was right to be worried about him. Yeah, and that's also why he doesn't give a crap about the Restricted triggers. He's like, you can draw all the cards in the world. You're still dead. Well, we got to Dragonstorm. We Mind's Desired into Dragonstorm, I should say, and that's pretty neat. But unfortunately, we didn't get to do it pre-combat, or with all of our dragons. He's got to pay, which he will, and then he'll still get the Gilder Baron at the end. GG. Oh my god. He's not even playing his deck right. That just hurts me from a play. Like, he should have done this. Oh, it's on target permanent. It's just one. Still, though. I guess he wants the Master Biomancer one, but I would have doubled the champion. Well, we tried. Just didn't quite come together. I'm still happy that I can consistently get Dragonstorm off, though. See, I don't lose a ton of games, especially not early. If I do lose, it's usually like last two. So I don't know if I should like keep this game going, if you guys want to watch it. I wish I could like minimize myself. I can do this at least. That doesn't help much. Yeah, it doesn't let me drag this down, unfortunately. Just this. Right? Yeah, that's about as much as I got. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. No. Playing a Blazing Archon. Pretty darn good. Yeah, so I'll keep this going and I guess provide some commentary. This could be a while now, though. I don't know. This Vorel players know, like, very easily broken into the lead. Because of it's the champion, honestly. That's the big thing here. Because people just can't block him. Like, he can just Gilderbairn. That's what I thought he was going to do, was Gilderbairn rather than Novagen. I get he Novagens because he wants counters on the Biomancer, so he can inexorable tide that, which makes sense, but I think I probably would have just doubled the champion. Yeah, he's going to play the Pile Driver. That's going to do some nasty damage if he attacks with everything this turn. Which I think he probably will. Probably just go hard on Rainer Zufall. There you go. Because if he doesn't attack this guy, basically all out, because the guy will have to block. And if he doesn't, he just dies. What? That was a huge mistake in my mind. Yeah, I think that was a huge mistake. I would have, like, if you want to save the Pile Driver gets through. Could he have just killed him with the Pile Driver? Oh no, it doesn't. He'd have to block the Pile Driver champion. Oh, but still. Oh, I think he really should have attacked him there. The Seedborn Muse is an awesome combo with Mayael, because he gets to untap all of his lands in Mayael, so he can just Mayael every turn. Awakening Sun's Avatar. He has to draw a card, and he wipes. So maybe this Mayael player has it then, because of this. Oh, no, it doesn't board wipe, because he didn't cast it from his hand. It's just a big dude. Honestly, I think this guy made a huge mistake. I guess he was worried about dying on the crackback to this Mayael deck. I don't know. I probably would have attacked with enough guys that anything he blocked with, he'd lose. But also enough to, like, kill him. So if he didn't block, he died. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to this. You can make a deal, Fizz. Listening. Let's not attack each other until Crow's dead. Everything else is cool. Like destroying permanents. This is that awkward, sure. But yes, you have a deal. Alright. Yeah, that, and that. Now he's got a hardened scales, so it's just going to double up for each inexorable tide. This guy's pretty spooky. They just need to get rid of that Blazing Archon before they can kill this guy. I don't really know why this guy made a deal with this. I guess he just didn't want to attack like I was describing this guy's what I think he should have done. I wasn't reading any of that, which I'm sure somebody else was reading it while watching this and being like, you stupid idiot. They're talking about it right now. Well, I got there. I figured it out. He's going to Mayael again. I know this card didn't pay off for him at all, but I do really like this card. I don't think it'll make it into the Dragonstorm deck, but the other dragons just all have such a specific purpose that it's hard to just slot in value dragons. Or dragons I should say. They are. The ones in there are value dragons. Like Scourge of Valkus is to dome everybody. Udvara Hellkites just to get us a bunch more dragons as also blockers if we like commit to a full salvo attack, which also combos with Scourge of Valkus to burn people out more, because we get all the dragons, attack with all the dragons, get a bunch more dragons, then get to Scourge of Valkus, trigger a whole bunch more times for a lot of damage. Thundermaw is well, being a haster, also taps down all the flyers, so that there's nothing to block the dragons. The Kolaghan the Storm Fury pumps all the dragons when they attack, for each dragon attacking. Silumgar wipes, or gives the creatures, or defending players' creatures get -1/-1 for each dragon attacking, which is, that one's more of a utility board wipey kind of one, but that's also preventing the crackback next turn. What else do we have? Hellkite Charger's more for like later turns. so that we can pay to untap. We can attack, and then we can pay to untap and attack again in case we need to really do that much damage. The ones I'm forgetting. Tyrant's Familiar is just a big hasty dude that lets us blast one defending thing. It's more just in there because I like that card, but it does also go with the hasty theme, so. And that's pretty much all of them. Oh, and then there's the Dragon Lord Kolagon, which gives all of our guys haste, so the ones that don't have haste can attack. I think the ones that don't have haste are Udvara, the other Kolagon, and Scourge of Valkus. And Silumgar. I didn't say Silumgar already. Engulfing Slagworm. Cool card. Just get to destroy creatures blocked or blocking it. Blocked by or blocking it. And then gain life equal to that toughness. I remember when I was new to Magic, my brother had one of those, and when he played it, I was just like, that card's completely broken. How do I win? I can't. It's impossible. It's a 7/7. If I block it, then he just gains life and destroys my thing, and if I don't, then he just eats me. But now I realize the magic of single target removal. Or board wipes. Crested Sunmare. What did he gain life from this turn? Oh, from the Bird and Sons avatar, right. That's kind of an interesting combo. Each end step. Oh, goodness. So he's going to get that like every turn. That's crazy. This Mayael deck's really going off. Still can't attack him unless you get rid of his Blazing Archon, though. These now have red permanents you control, and it has Menace. I'm guessing that's an Oracle texted Menace, because that's a Lorwyn card. Horde of Boggarts. Kind of surprised the Boggart Forager made it in here, but I guess it's just to screw with those on top of your library tutors. Okay, so he's just going to keep doing... What did he get with that one? A Tarka World Render. Which we would be running in our deck, but we don't have access to green. Actually, I originally did this deck in paper with Yidris. Did the Grixis Dragonstorm deck. So much fun. So much fun. It was a lot more janky to get off, though. Again, I just really want to Kess. So I'm going to double check right now on MTGO Traders. Sponsor me! If they have one. I'm guessing they don't. I've just been crying as I... Oh, they have stock! Yes! I'm getting it right now. Oh, it's expensive, though. Whatever. Yes! No, not continue shopping. Just check that crap out. Check out. Oh, I'm so excited. Sweet, so we get to switch out Jaleva. Not that Jaleva's bad, but I think we'll get more value out of Kess. And then I can take out something and put in what's it called? Entome. Because that just gives us another way to kind of tutor and go off with stuff. Sorry, I'm just doing this right now, but I will continue to provide commentary when I can. I have to do this right now. I'm sorry, viewers. I have to have it right now. I'm so excited. Yes, I confirm PayPal. Chill. Well, I am out of cards. Yeah, we know you are. And you have nothing to show for it. I get that why these guys did make their truce. Because it's like if one of them kills the other one, then they just die on the crackback. Especially now that this guy's got so much mass. The only thing I see happening is like a board wipe, but these guys aren't likely to have board wipes, and the one that this guy was likely to have was Blasphemous Act. So, and now we wait for the trade bot. Oh, so excited! I'm so happy about that. Ari's Wake. This guy's just balling out of control. When's he gonna attack? That's my question. Is he gonna get like a true conviction and then finally commit? Because he could absolutely steamroll the goblin player right now. Actually, I guess he doesn't have that much trample, does he? Oh, there it is. Nice. Did he do that pre-combat? I would have done that post-combat. I would have just sat and done that, forced them to attack each other. Because he still got the Archon. Yeah, I definitely would have done that post-combat. But this is also why this kind of card is cool. Because now these guys are going to have to attack each other. Delivery bot. Trade me. Accept. One sec, I'll get the game back on this screen and I'll do the trade on another one. Stop that. You come over here. Game. Go. So excited, guys. We got our Kess. Confirm trade. Okay, we got it. We know. We're good. This is also going to come over here so I can do deck modification while you guys can watch the game. And yeah, this can go away. Oh no. I've exposed my first name. No. You guys know now. No. He's going hard. Is he just... Yeah, he's going for the goblin player. I definitely would have played this post-combat. Let these guys duke it out. So he'll have to attack him, he has to attack him, and then they're just both ravaged, and then you just attack after that. And be like, surprise, I win. Jaleva, get out. Get out. This is so exciting. I don't know what to take out for Intome now, though. Did I say who? I meant what? Did I say what? That's what I meant. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, I guess he was just, like, impatient and was like, Warmonger Hellkite. Now I'll attack. I definitely would have let these guys duke it out first. I also just think that's funnier, so... I think I'm going to cut Personal Tutor. I'll need Personal Tutor if I've got Intome. Ha ha! I'm so excited. Actually, I can cut the... do I want to keep the Lightning Greaves? I think I'm going to cut him. I'm going to put something else in. Some other good card. As for Told's pretty good. I could go in there. Um, 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 okay, so Goblins has officially and very significantly bitten the dust. I mean, I guess this guy still can't get attacked by Blazing Archon, but... GG. It's all up to you now, Rainer. Guys, I can't decide what card to grab. Should I just put in like an arcane adaptation so that if I Dragonstorm too hard, I can get Goblin Electromancer, Solemn Simulacrum, and Vorel? That'd be funny. Because they'd count as dragons, see? This Gyre Sage is a little bit large. Taps for a few mana. Just a little bit. I can't decide what card to put in here. I could put in like some kind of get out of it card. Maybe I put in Galvanoth? I like that card. Maybe... seven. Can do Insult and Injury or Increasing Vengeance. Sorry, I know you guys can't see the screen that I'm looking at because I wanted to leave the game screen open, but this is so exciting for me. Time to record a billion more videos with this deck and then post them stratifyingly. Mr. Fizz is gone. You are a worthy opponent, Mr. Fizz. Although I do not regret destroying you. Could put in an Overmaster. I think I'm going to do that. Just Overmaster is a sorcery for 1 red. The next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn can't be countered by spells or abilities, and it lets you draw a card. So we can, if we have a spare red mana, we can Overmaster before Dragonstorming, or Overmaster before, I don't know, like a Mana Geyser or something. Overmastering before Storm card is kind of a misnomer anyway, because it's like, meh, it's the point. Because you still get all the Storm copies, even if they counter the original spell, because Storm triggers on the cast, and it is a triggered ability. So, unless they countered the trigger, or used one of those spells like Summary Dismissal, which exiles like all the cards on the stack, or all the abilities on the stack, or whatever, those are the things that can completely hose Storm cards. But, oh, this guy's coming back now. See, this is why I really think this guy should have played the Warmonger Hellkite post-main and not attacked, and just took another turn to be patient, and then because the Goblin guy would have had to attack this guy, and he would have had to block with a bunch of stuff. And probably lost a ton of these cards, so... He's basically got infinite mana, but he can't actually do too much with it. Oh, I guess he can... theoretically like go infinite here, because he can just keep removing counters from this guy and drawing cards, but he keeps getting to Inexorable Tide it, and then he can Gilder Baron it as well. So maybe this blue-green player's got it. The Vorel deck, very cool. I've seen lots of +1/+1 counter decks, but they never usually go this well, so I'm impressed. Yeah, I don't see the Mayael player winning now, because I think it's just a battle of attrition at this point. I guess he like attacks all out this turn and tries to get in. Or next turn. So how many flyers does this guy have? The dragon gets double strike. This one gets double strike. That's even with this currently, because he doesn't have any counters on him. That's 14, and that's another 8. So he's still dead on board. But he's got so much time here. Like, does he just keep doing this until Oh, can't be blocked. Yeah, so he's already got the win. He just needs to get rid of Blazing Archon. I shouldn't say he has the win. And then say he has a condition. If he can keep this train going and somehow untap this, or just keep casting spells, he needs to cast 4 more spells to get rid of Blazing Archon, which will also get rid of a bunch of other stuff. He's not inexorable tiding his Gyre Sage because it's tapped. I think he just forgot about it because it's tapped. He's like, nah, I can't use it anyway. Or he's just not bothering because he'll probably just win this turn. Yeah, draw some more cards of that Oracle. That's the engine. See, this was the deck to beat this game, and we didn't even. I mean, I kind of was cluing into it being scary, but I think if I didn't have that little feud with this goblin player early on in the game, then that would have gone a lot better. But it's the way she goes sometimes. He's gonna Curse of the Bounty. Yeah, so the blue-green player's basically won. He's got the Battle of Attrition going. He's gonna, yep, it's just, he's almost there. One more. Sorry if you can hear those dings, that's my phone. I'm pretty popular, so I'm getting texted. And he's like still got this Gilder Baron and everything, so he could still double up on this. He's got so much mana still. Yeah, this is a really cool deck. Any creature he plays too gets 22 or 20 counters on it. Actually, it's more than that because he gets the Inexorable Tide first, and it doubles up the counters placed on it, right? Yeah, so come in with 22 counters. And oh, and he's got haste because of the Kolagon. Honestly, this Kolagon has been a godsend for this guy. Well, he can attack now. And for a lot. 27. That's 55. 86. 108. I don't think he won't get through with that one, so I'm not gonna count it. 108. Oh, math. 133. 158. 159. 158 of that 159 is unblockable because of this card. GG. Cool deck. I mean, I'm sure if you went on EDH Rec and looked up Vorel the Hulklad, all those cards are on there. Is the curse? Does the curse give counters? Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, so maybe the curse isn't, but so do you have answers? Maybe he does actually. Yeah, he could have like Scuttle the Wreckage or something like that, or whatever it's called, Settle the Wreckage. Because if you do, I will try to play him to my max potential. Might take some time. Dude, just don't be a wiener. I would honestly just attack at this point. Oh no. He's just gonna keep doing this. Yeah, I was gonna say he can always untap his Gyre Sage and generate a crap ton more mana and just keep drawing. I mean, with the counters already on Etched Oracle, he can drop the rest of his deck. So. I don't know if we want to stick around for this. I want to see if this guy has something. He's got 8 cards in hand. Like, he could easily have some kind of, like, board wipe or something. Like, even Settle the Wreckage would work right now. And totally hose this guy, too, because he'll have drawn up most of his library. Or is he just... this guy could also just be making this guy play out all his stuff. Why didn't he sack it? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was wondering if he like had maybe a burn spell or something. I'm curious if this guy has one of those like prevent combat damage spells. Or he just has like a board wipe or something. Or he could just have shit all and just be forcing this guy to play out. He's got a lot of life, but he won't survive these guys, especially with haste. I don't know, maybe he's just going to blow up the Kolagon and he won't be able to attack with a bunch of these. But if he saves the Gilder Baron, he should just be able to win with... Like, he'll attack with one of these that has tons of counters on it, and he can just double up the counters and smash face. Wait, hasn't this guy, like, auto-yielded too? Like, you think he really is just forcing this guy to play out his turn? Right, because it's not going to this guy. Maybe so many times out. Man. It's almost got the Darksteel Colossus. So cool art. Just reminds me of Iron Giant. Crystal Land Crawler. So he's got... He didn't have, like, infinite mana before, but now he basically does. He had an excessive amount, like more than he could possibly need, I'm assuming, but... Otherworld Atlas. It's like, I'm going to play to my full potential. But now I'm bored, so I'm just going to attack. Yeah, he just made him do it. I respect that. I think that's funny. I hate it when people leave too early, so I love that the guy like actually forced him to play it out. Anyway, I know that might have been a little boring just watching these guys play because we died, but our deck still did what we wanted. So leave a like if you liked the video, guys. Dislike it if you disliked it, I guess. Oh, it closed. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos. We actually have Kess now, so I think the deck will function a little bit more smoothly. Look, there she is. Kess. Yeah. Subscribe if you want to see more videos of this deck and other decks. Please check out my channel if you want to see any of the other gameplay videos or deck techs I have for this deck. You can see the deck here, but I have an actual video of the deck tech. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys.